Oh dear. It's not as good as the chocolate bar, but it'll do. That's disappointing. Now, first thing in the morning, I'm never really usually like starving, but I'm always like thinking of wanting something to eat, and I never ever train fasted. I always make sure that my first meal before I train is primarily carbs. This is just number one, firstly for the energy. No point in giving myself like protein and fats because they're not going to help me in my workout. Secondly, when your carb intake is high enough, they will use carbs for energy instead of like burning pre-protein, which allows the protein in your diet to be used for its purpose. As well as this, a low carb intake is related to REDS or low energy availability, which contributes to poor bone health, poor hormone health, poor metabolism health, poor performance overall, and slowing your recovery. So carbs are actually very important. I love Biscoff. I read somewhere that you should take collagen protein before your workouts, but I don't have collagen protein, so I think if I take my collagen tablet before my workout, it's the same thing, right? I'm gonna have this sitting beside me while I do my bike session for when I finish it, because I want to make sure I get something to eat before I go to the gym. I do not want to be in a state of not having enough fuel. 20 grams of protein, 37 grams of carbs, so it's perfect for that immediate recovery. And it's also really nice. So cute. So it's about half an hour later and I'm gonna get ready to train. One of the hardest things is like the fact that the bike is right there and the sofa is right there. But I know that if I train, I'll feel better for it, and then I will be able to chill the rest of the day. This is my workout today. I've just edited it a wee bit just to make it suit me. Yeah, so you just start the ride and then you can just choose. I'm just gonna choose something that's, cause it's about an hour and a half, so I know I'll do about maybe 30k-ish. What do we wasted it? I did about 32 yesterday, so my little sweaty, actually doesn't smell because I washed it. This is the setup. Got my bike, got my computer. I put some YouTube on this phone, set it there. And then I have my phone in my tripod here, which plays my music. If it's down on the desk and I want to change a song and it's too much faff, I'd rather just be able to go and grab it. Right, I'm gonna get started on this. Sometimes I get all in my head about these workouts. I'm like, oh my god, I've got so much to do, it's gonna be so long. But then I just remember that I've done it before. The only issue is the way I'm thinking about it. Just need to go with it and it'll be fine. So I am an hour and 10 minutes into a 90-minute ride. I am sweating so bad. I had the radiators on there for about the first half an hour of it. And then since then I just haven't stopped sweating. So changed from the elliptical to just the bike because apparently the cross trainer like puts pressure on your sacrum. No idea. Apparently the bike's safer. This is according to chat AI. So I'm just gonna take it. But I've got 16 minutes left and then I'll head off to the gym to do my strength. It feels good getting it done. I cannot tell you how much I didn't want to get to do it this morning. I was like, frick. But I just knew, I just had it in my head. I was like, just keep going, keep moving, don't overthink it too much, just keep moving. As I moved from the kitchen, this morning's pre-workout was about a litre of water, coffee, a wee flatbread, some cornflakes, or like crunchy nut or something like that. It was like a Frosties, but it wasn't Frosties. And some speckled egg, Marks and Spencer's bar. I used to not like it, but I do like it now. Hot. Guys, this is breakfast. A little bit different to what I usually have. Usually, as you guys know, I'm a big sourdough person, and I still am, definitely. Don't get me wrong, I'm still definitely a big sourdough person, but the sourdough has quite a lot of carbs in it. Because I'm not doing that much running at the minute, I don't need like 200 grams of carbs in one sitting. So I'm opting out for 2 bagels today. High protein bagels from Marcy's. And the only really thing other than that has changed in my breakfast is that I have increased the amount of phase yogurt I'm taking. That's just basically number 1 for more protein and number 2 for for the calcium. And to ensure I get my calories in, instead of having another bagel, I'm having a David protein bar. Each bar has 28 grams of protein, which is very, very, very impressive. I'm really prioritizing protein at the minute because when you're recovering from a fracture, your body needs significantly more protein to synthesize collagen and connective tissue to repair the break. As well as that, for supplements this morning, I'm taking 1 collagen, 2 calcium and vitamin D's, and 1 of my, what's it called? Thiamine tablets. I have to take 1 3 times a day, so taking that now. I'm getting a lot better at taking them. In this, I have 400 grams of phage, a scoop of Alpro yogurt, just because I like to give a bit of substance. Plus, phage can be quite thick, so the Alpro thins it a wee bit. Strawberries, frozen blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. And then they go pink because they're frozen and they sort of defrost. I'm now cold. It's freezing outside. It's so misty. Bagels. Gonna be so nice outside, but you can't look. You can't even see outside my house. I've just ate a bowl of flipping freezing cold yogurt, so bear with. Get the bagel. We get the butter. We put in the microwave. You don't need that long because it's not as big as a sourdough. And then you butter. And it just... so perfect. That heats me up. The David bars, they're okay. The only thing about them is they're not covered in chocolate, so arguably they're not chocolate enough. They have a lot of protein in them. I'm gonna try get some soya flour from Amazon so that I can make my own protein bars, but for right now, these will do. Currently just got my bone healing on. I've got my book and I've got my tea. I'm just gonna sit here for 20 minutes and meditate on a few things. I think I'm in a toxic relationship with my... Some chicken burgers going on tonight, made by myself from the chicken mince from Marcy's. We're gonna have 3 and we're gonna have some cob as our main protein sources. I'm making sure to include lots of variety of fruit and veg as usual, but even more so now, especially leafy greens and fruits which are high in vitamin C like kiwis, because they actually help your body produce collagen, which we know is the building block for bones. And as well as that, I always have, but even more so now, I'm including more B12 in my diet because actually vitamin B12 supports osteoblasts, which are the building cells for bones. So osteoclasts break bone down, osteoblasts build bone up. They also help convert the proteins and carbohydrates that you eat into fuel that your body can use. So you'll see me adding this on top of pretty much most of my savory meals. Apparently it also is vegan cheese, and I'm not vegan, but it sort of tastes cheesy, but you try it for yourselves. I really like it personally. I don't believe in chopping boards. We're gonna add the veg to the burgers and air fry them. Now I did this yesterday and I ended up ripping the tinfoil, hence why the tinfoil is a mess. But you know what, this is just a reality, nothing's ever perfect, I don't really care. The supplements I'm taking now is my thiamine, obviously. A forcible, which is another thing I've been prescribed by a doctor. This is the time where I take my omegas, and obviously my AG1, which you saw. I like to triple on my omegas, because I don't take salmon or anything like that. So it's 3 omega tablets, but again, I'm not a doctor, so don't listen to me. Cod's quite plain, so I add some smooth pasta sauce and my favorite seasoning to my cod. If you can even see what I'm eating under that. That's what it looks like. Well guys, that's pretty much it for today. That is the full day of eating. Hot. I'm just gonna sit here now and I'm gonna read. I got this new book, so I just finished Stop Letting Everything Affect You. Pretty good insights. A lot of the stuff I already knew, but it was nice to be reminded, you know. And then I got this one, Inner Game of Tennis. Now, I read the first like 16 pages. It's very tennis heavy, not my vibe, but we'll give it a go. The next one I have after that is How Bad Do You Want It? Just learning a bit more about psychology of like sports, just thinking maybe if I want to get into that when I'm older, I don't know. So total daily calories for anyone that wants to know. If you don't, you can just switch off, because I know some of you want to know, because some of you for some reason want to know that. Now, this is a bit, because I don't actually, I very loosely track. Like, for example, I don't track, like I won't track my fruit and my veg. And if I like snack on things throughout the day, like I'm talking like if I had like a cracker or something, I wouldn't track that because I just don't see the point in that. But it would be, the main bulk of things would be 2,314. And that would be my macro split. So 46% protein, 37% carbs, and 17% fat. Probably need a bit more fat, probably because I didn't have beef mince. I had kind of like cod and chicken mince, which is kind of like a whiter, leaner sort of protein. If I had beef mince and like cheese and stuff, it probably would have been a bit higher for the fats, but it's just what I chose today. Is this wonky? Oh, that must be really annoying. Sorry. Due to the amount of like veg and fruit I have, I'd probably say I'm having like maybe 2,500, 2,700, something like that, which I'm actually okay with. It's a bit different than like 4,500, which I'm usually having when I'm training, but obviously I'm not training as much. I literally just do a bike session and a gym session. I literally just do a bike session and a gym session. The bike is no more than 90 minutes and the gym is 45 minutes, which is a bit different from running 30 to 40 kilometers every day. So obviously my calories are a lot lower, and I'm not walking and I'm not active throughout the day. I literally just sit on the sofa all day. Now, I didn't film that because it was boring, but I will just sit all day and edit a YouTube video or something. Or what did I do today? I started and finished that book. I scrolled and I read. Oh, I said that. And I made an Instagram reel and then I scrolled. For my weight and my height and my age and stuff, my basal metabolic rate, so the calories I burn when I'm resting, is around 1,300 to 1,400. Whenever you fractured something or there's healing going on in your body, your resting metabolic rate will increase by about 15 to 30%. So if I took that into account and said, right, okay, 20%. So that means my BMR, my resting would go from 1,300 to say 1,500 or 1,600. Do you know what I mean? So like they're my new maintenance calories. So obviously me eating in a surplus, probably like maybe 900 plus calories, for example, of a surplus. Those calories, because they're not coming from like shit, like I'm really making sure I'm eating more protein, cleaner food sources. Like I'm not getting my surplus calories from like chocolates or pizzas or whatever, like high carby saturated foods, because they're coming from good foods, especially protein. The calories in that surplus and the macronutrients, like the proteins, will all go towards healing my bone. Over, for example, like I know people are like calories in, calories out, you'll put on weight. Yes, I might put on weight, which I'm not really concerned about, but I'm more concerned about the surplus calories going to heal my bone, and I want as much calories as possible going towards that healing, if that makes sense. So every week I'm tracking my weight, so I'm weighing myself every day and taking an average to make sure that I'm increasing my weight, because I know if my weight's going up, then that means my body is in a state of high energy availability. So there's a lot of energy that are able to go into functions like restoring my hormones, restoring my bones, increasing my metabolism. And not all your excess calories that you eat if you're injured will go on as like weight. Like that's not gonna happen, because remember, you're injured, your body is trying to heal inflammation. Sorry, this thing here, this is a steamer mop, so if you're wondering what this is, it's kind of annoying me and I keep trying to cover it, but the calories will go towards like healing your hormones, healing your tissues, your bones, healing that injury. Also, some calories will be used in digesting the food you're eating. So for example, protein, say you had 100 calories of protein, 30 calories of that protein would be used in digesting the protein, because protein is it takes a lot of energy for your body to digest it basically. Then as well, you're giving your body more calories, so you will fidget a bit more, you might, I don't know, fidget, I don't know, move your hands, I don't know, you'll do something. Your NEAT will go up. We've explained this in other videos, but it's all good. The main point of whenever you're injured not to deprive yourself of calories is literally just to heal your self, and make sure you're in a surplus so your energy is going towards healing the bone and your body's not pulling on other resources. Because remember, your body has to still maintain its normal daily functions even though you're not training. Like, you still have to think, you still have to move, you still have to breathe, your organs still have to function. And without food, that's not going to happen. And if you're not giving yourself enough food, then your body will be like, right, okay, it's not important. This bone obviously isn't important to fix, so we'll just leave it and we'll just let it be broken, and we'll prioritize breathing and oxygen, because your body will prioritize organs and your heart pumping over a bone. But you want the bone to be fixed, so you need to give your body enough energy to heal the bone. Because if you've got a stress fracture from overtraining or doing something wrong in your training, you were not giving your body enough fuel to begin with, so you need to start giving your body fuel and allowing your body to trust you. And then again, it's just prioritizing the right foods, so just making sure you're eating as clean as possible. Obviously today I didn't show it, but I did have like some lints. But like, again, it's just balance, it's fine, like, you know. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that gives you a little bit more of a clearer idea. Remember, not every day looks the same for me. Some days I eat more, some days I eat less. Today I didn't really do anything, but I was just really hungry. And I don't really worry about that. I used to worry about that. I used to have to make sure that I did a certain amount of exercise every day, and I had to make sure I eat the same every day. Now I'm just like, right, okay, I'm eating more today. Maybe tomorrow I'll have more energy. Because I feel pretty flat, obviously because of other things. But yes, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.